All right, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Comic Book Women Presents the Covrprice Runners Up for the week ending October 21st, 2024. There are a lot of you that were waiting, so thank you for being patient. I promise it's going to be worth the wait. This list has some books on there that I'm shocked didn't make the top 10 this week. But as I said before, there was a lot of stuff that there were just so many. There were so many books. It was hard to kind of whittle out the ones that made the list and the ones that didn't. So hopefully, if you were an over on the top 10, you'll make it tonight. Before we get started, shout out to Covrprice. All of our information is drawn directly from their platform, so make sure you use the code in the description if you want to try it out for 99 cents. It's worth it, I promise. And shout out to Bird City Comics, our sponsored retailers. Same deal, there is a code in the description, so you can use that to go shop at the store. Hi, girls. So you guys do you want to just dive in?
Yeah, sure. Let's talk about New York Comic Con.
New York Comic Con.
Yeah. Sorry, Brett. Lucy couldn't make it tonight.
Yeah. But she'll be back on Tuesday, next Tuesday.
She will be here. We'll get her back. Yeah, she's gone. But she'll be back, so don't worry about it. Yeah, New York Comic Con overall, I would say it was a massive success. It was very, very busy. Surprisingly, our busiest day was on Thursday. It was just like we walked in. And again, we walked in at like 9:20-ish, and there was already a line at our booth, but it didn't look like it was all retailers. It looked like there were other people, but maybe I'm just stupid and it was retailers or pro badges. I thought maybe some people were allowed in early. I didn't realize that it was just retailers.
Was there early access? Usually, like I know C2E2 has an early access.
That's what I was thinking too, but from what I'm hearing in all these chats, like a lot of the retailers came through and just kind of bought what they wanted and took off. So since it's not Covrprice, I know, right? Since we're not branded, I can say all the crazy shit now, right?
Right. Oh yeah. Did you connect?
I went to her booth. I went down there first morning. She wasn't there yet. So then I go back the next day. She's not there. Then one of the Scott's Collectibles guys was at our booth buying stuff. And I was like, hey, is Carla there? He's like, she's here. And I'm like, oh, I keep missing her. And he's like, come downstairs. I'm like, great. So him and I go downstairs. She's not there. He's like, she's not here. So that's when I took that picture, like in her chair. I'm like, and I was like, I'm so sad. But then I guess the next day, while I was on my lunch break, because I left the con and went and got lunch and like a coffee, she came to the Bird City booth and took a picture in our booth, like, where's Laura? So it was kind of funny.
Man, maybe you should have met in the bathroom. That seems where your meetings always seem to happen.
I should have just went and found her, but I'll meet her eventually. We were messaging on IG. I will find her. Her and I have been like IG friends for a while now, so we have to meet in person eventually. But yeah, let's just dive right in. So guys, again, this list is covering 20 through 12. So all the books that didn't quite make the top 10 list. And we are going to kick it off with this bad boy. And hopefully you guys like the new format here with the slides. That's got to kind of be how we're going to be doing it moving forward. So here we go. Ghost Rider. This is the Robbie Reyes special #1 by Gerardo Sandoval. So, okay, we've been talking exclusives, but this one has nothing to do with New York. It was released 3 weeks ago, and fans are still chasing it down. So some of the books of the past weeks were still on the runners up from this week. So like Mark Spears' Monster Bride came back up. So this one popping back up kind of made me happy. It was nice to take a break from all the NYCC stuff.
Wait. How did you say his name?
Gerardo Sandoval.
See, I would say
Sandoval.
Gerardo Sandoval.
Hey, Lando, are you still in the chat?
Is it? Because I work with someone that it's Gerardo.
He'll know. Is it Gerardo with a H or is it Gerardo?
Gerardo.
I don't know why I assume Lando's gonna know. Gerlando. Oh, that's it. There you go. So there, perfect. So how do you pronounce it? Gerlando.
I'll say. Anyway, wait. How do you say the new kid's name?
The new kid's name. What do you mean?
The Ghost Rider. How do you say her name?
I don't know. How would you say it?
Is it
Phantasma?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, say it again.
I'm like, what did she say? Phantasma?
Phantasma. Yeah.
That's how
I don't know if that's how you say it. Is that how you say it?
Yeah. Phantasma.
Yeah, that's an easy one. That one makes sense. Okay.
Right?
I was like, is she getting at something? And then like the F is silent. I was thinking maybe it's like antenna. I don't know. Anyways. Yeah, so here we go. This is kind of cool to see. We'll have more NYCC books popping up. But in the meantime, this book we tracked 20 copies sold at a 7-day trend of 34% with a high sale of $20 for a near mint copy and a current near mint of $16. Geraldo.
Geraldo? No,
Don't you
there's
guys
no
love watching
L.
comic book women? We're all learning how to pronounce it. Yeah.
Well,
Anyway.
I will say that I've seen this book on my way back down from my camping trip. I found it for Covrprice. So you can still find
Yeah, they had it at Midtown too. So yeah, you're right. There are still, I don't know if everybody knows what this is yet, but it's still kind of cool to see this popping up with all the NYC stuff going. Cover not moving me. Really? Why? I think the cover's kind of sick. I like all the.
I think it's more for the interiors because it's her origin story, right?
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's a key issue, and I think the cover's dope too. I like the chains and everything. So that was this was kicking off the list, number 20, guys. Yeah, let's keep going. I'm clicking on a different screen, so sorry. Next.
It's a Gerardo.
There we go. Oh, cool. I didn't know this was next. All right, next up, number 19, Spawn number 1. We talked a lot of Spawn over on the top 10 list, so let's try to keep the chat civil about this one. We had the Peach Momoko Spawn that just obviously caused the epic baby throwing fight. We're starting to spread that rumor that there were babies thrown during the fight.
I love that rumor.
Let's get that rumor going. So babies were thrown, people were biting, and then there was also the Lunar Retailer Thank You variant that made the top 10 list. So if you didn't have either of those, maybe you have this. Todd McFarlane, Big Time Collectibles. This is the Maca Art Mexican foil reprint, limited to 1,000. So we know that Spawn was a big hit in NYCC. So this Big Time Collectible exclusive was another number 1 to add to your collections. So it's a reprinted from the Spawn 3D cover that came out in 2006. And it marks the first time that it was printed in a version format. So there's that. Plus, it was limited to 1,000. I think it's cool. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I was kind of surprised at first that a lot of these were some of them I felt like were it's a reprint foil. Okay, like that's becoming now like a standard.
Yeah. And it's saying here like this print run was 1,000, but not all of them were sold at New York Comic Con. That the book had a pre-sale on the 9th, and then everybody else had the chance to get a copy afterwards.
Yeah.
So, what do you think, Sarah?
Do you think this all these Spawn books from NYCC, let's say 2 weeks down the line, do you think that we're not going to see these books on any list? Like they're going to, the hype has happened.
Well, I don't think it's necessarily that the hype will die down because Spawn has a massive following. I think it's more the fact that the people that are buying them up now aren't buying them to resell. They're going to hold. Especially with like that retailer one, there's only 300 of them supposedly in existence. I think if you're buying one of these, you keep it. I don't think you're flipping anymore. So these lists are typically based off of units moved and percent growth increase. So I don't think it's because the hype's going to die down. I think it's always going to be there. I just think that the numbers won't reflect that because people are going to hold. What do you guys think?
It's just interesting that there's so many Spawn variants at New York Comic Con. That's why I'm just like, oh, it's just interesting that it's like Spawn. But we still haven't heard anything from the Todd father. No movies, no TV shows, no cartoons, no, it's.
I thought Sam and Twitch, right, was supposed to be a thing with Jeremy Renner. And then we heard they were making a Spawn show that didn't have Spawn in it, which probably was Sam and Twitch. That you just heard his voice. Just gonna be who's that one actor? That's with Katie Holmes. Oh, Schneike's. So like you keep hearing all these things in the works, right? But we haven't seen them yet.
Yeah. I don't know. Spawn has a huge following, like I was saying earlier. I think that these books are holding on to, and I think they'll continue to sell. We always see Spawn on the top 10 list, even without any news breaking. It's always there. Yeah, so here's another example. And guys, I am not seeing any of your numbers in the chat, so I'm curious, does anybody have? We're at technically 0 of 2 right now. If anybody has them, let me know. I'm curious if anybody snagged them up. But we tracked 8 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 100% with a high sale of $99 for a near mint copy and a current near mint raw of $88. Not too shabby. What do we have next? This one.
I can just take it. This was Lucy's. This is number 18. This is Lilith number 1, the Sam Gordon Murphy 2024 New York Comic Con exclusive. It was limited to 300. This is the Theophile Steinlen. It's the famous 1896 French poster of Le Chat Noir. And, you know, it's only $15 at the booth. So it's really interesting that I love this cover. That's why I find it interesting. It's just a gorgeous cover, and I love it's a gorgeous homage to that French poster. We've seen that with Black Cat. That's a popular one. So, yeah.
The Black Cat one is amazing. This one does nothing for me.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I get that it's an homage, and that part of it is clever, but it lost. I don't know how I would even describe this. Like, there's like a glow to the Black Cat one. Like, you feel like you're in the Art Nouveau period, and like this doesn't have that attraction for me. But I did see this selling like crazy at the con. I saw people on live streams the entire time just selling this for massive bucks. So, and I haven't read the series too. So maybe if I read the series, I would like the cover more.
Yeah, Chris Allen was saying it was a good read.
Yeah. There's just so much out right now that I have to be really selective. I remember when Lilith first came out, because I think Lucy covered it then too. And I just wasn't really drawn to the storyline, but it just didn't do it for me. I don't know. Well, yeah, Derek, wait 4 months and then see what happens with it, right? Maybe it'll drop. All right, there's 30 of you hanging out with us right now. Welcome in. We are covering number 20 through 12. So if you didn't make anything on the top 10 list, this is kind of like your next chance. Number 18, we have Lilith number 1, the Sean Gordon Murphy 2024 NYCC, limited to 300. That's interesting too. So that the scarcity of this book might make it something eventually that might keep going up. I don't know. I have to read the series, see what happens with Lilith, if it seems like it's something that's optionable. Anyway, we tracked 9 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 100% with a high sale of $99 for a near mint copy and a current near mint raw price of $93.
Wow.
Okay. Let's keep going. What do we have for number 17?
So we have Absolute Batman, but this is the Philip Tan Comic Mint KRS exclusive. Now, the interesting thing about this one was that you had to go to the booth and spend $750. And when you did, they gave you this for free.
Oh, that's hilarious. I love it.
But you're spending
for free? Oh my God. It's free.
But you're spending $750 in comics, right? So you're buying comics. And if you just
how many? I mean, $750, that is a lot.
That is a lot. That is a lot. But you get this for free, and then apparently it was limited to 85. Now I like that it's the homage to Detective Comics number 27. But I don't, man, $750.
So that was for all their exclusives. How many do they have?
What if all 3 of us, what if there's like did you ever see that one Simpsons episode with Bart, Milhouse, and the other kid, and they buy Reactive Man number 1?
They like share it?
Yeah. Share it. So what if all 3 of us, if not would you guys go in and try to buy? That's a lot
and
of
then
money,
have like joint custody of the comic? No. Pass. I think again, if you're doing this, it's probably because you were going to flip it and then try to justify your initial investment by what you made off of the flip. And if you do it that way, it kind of makes sense because it's selling for 500 raw. So now you got the comics that you originally invested, sold this for 500, but you're still
short.
250.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, 250 is not bad for the other bundle of comics that you got.
It is a lot of money.
It's a lot. I want to
Yeah.
see whoever did it. I want to proof of life, please. I want to see the freebie. I want to see all your $750 worth of comics. I want to see this.
Oh, Derek's saying, I like how Derek's Karis had a lot of exclusives.
The 28 exclusives there.
Yeah, Igor, yeah. Thanks, Igor.
I mean, the marketing's kind of cool. I like this whole strategy. Like, if you buy this, you get this for free, and I mean that's enticing. And if it really is limited to only 85, that's 85 for. Okay.
Would you guys do this?
Yeah, our next con, guys, Bird City, you have to buy $1,000 worth. If you buy $1,000 worth, we will give you a comic book. I don't know which one yet, but I'll come up with it.
Right?
Limited to 50.
There you go.
Yeah.
I think I would pass. I guess the cover really doesn't do it for me, but also, but that's just me. But $750, unless it's like dollar books, then I'm all in. That's $750 books.
Yeah, but you have to remember this is Absolute Batman. And Absolute Batman, we were talking about this over on the other show. Somebody in the chat said it perfectly, was DC's answer to the Ultimate Universe. And I think that if you think of it that way, the potential of this series, the potential of these books, the rare ones like this could become something. I mean,
it's going to be a ghost.
I don't know. Time will tell. Anyway, yeah. Absolute Batman, again, on the list, guys. We tracked 8 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 112%, with a high sale of $500 for a near mint copy and a current near mint raw price of $453. So if you're one of the people that snagged this up, you essentially got the majority of your money back. So well done, you. Yeah. Let's keep going. All right, what do we got next? Number 16.
Shocker. This is another Absolute Batman, but this is number 2. This is the New York Comic-Con exclusive Ash Can. What's interesting is nothing really has been leaked yet, so they're not sure if this is a key or not. But I was, again, if you guys don't know my backstory, I'm a baby, not a baby, I'm a toddler now, a toddler comic collector. So you guys normally see ash cans on issue number 2. I've always heard like issue number 1, or like it's kind of like a preview.
It's
it's
rare. You'll see them.
One?
No, number 2.
It's number 2.
It's issue number 2. Ash
That's
can.
why nothing has been leaked, because.
Oh, that's interesting,
right? I've never seen issue 2 as an ash can, so.
Yeah, Chris was saying that he's heard that number 2 is gonna be like a lot of key stuff happening in it, right?
Yeah, I've heard the same thing.
No, I've never heard of that either. Now that you're saying it, I thought this was number 1. Okay, that makes more sense.
I thought so too, and I was like, I'm looking at my notes and I'm like, this doesn't seem right, but yeah, it's a number 2. That's so weird, but very cool.
I had no chance in hell of getting this at the con. Everything that was like hot was just gone so fast, and it was like, I don't know how these other retailers are doing it when like you're supposed to be manning your booth. Like, who's selling your stuff if you're off shopping? But
so you have one person man the booth, the other person goes and hits all the other stuff.
Oh yeah, Anthony and I hung out and talked with people and conversed with customers. It was weird. We have this weird thing that we do. It's like,
you're social. Come on now.
All right. Well, yeah, this is cool. So speaking of, let's see, the second issue was handed out at a dinner. That's kind of cool. I didn't know that either. No spoilers, but this ash can, I think, has potential to take off. If all of this is true and this all comes to fruition and the keys are all here, this could really be something. This is one I would keep an eye on for $38 raw.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. That seems like a good deal to me.
I'm waiting for like Laura to look off to the side. Click eBay.
Well, also, I'm pretty sure this is also becoming yeah, I'm pretty sure Gmart got, I think all retailers got one.
I didn't get one.
Oh no, in the it would be for this week's books.
Oh, so maybe I did get one, is what you're saying?
I think you did get one.
I'll call Anthony after this and be like, if we got it, we're holding.
Right?
Yeah, because this is badass. Like I think this has potential. This is one of those things that might fly under a lot of people's radar and then could
Well, no,
just
yeah.
explode.
Because
Right?
Gmart, we did not go to New York Comic Con, and we got one Absolute Batman #2 New York Ashcan, and the another one that's going to be on the list next.
Okay, well, yeah,
So-
we'll find out. That'd be cool if we did. I don't know.
Oh,
Number
so-
16. Oh, go
So
ahead.
check your local. So tomorrow, check your local comic book stores and be like, "Hey, did you get this free Ashcan? I hear it's free."
No, don't be that nice. Go up and be like, listen, I know you have one and I want it.
And they're gonna be like, "What ash can? What are you talking about?"
Yeah, you know you have it behind the counter. Now give it to me.
Yeah.
Okay, number 16, Absolute Batman. Number 2, the New York Comic Con 2024 Ashcan. We tracked 29 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 100%, with a high sale of $55 for a near mint copy and a current near mint raw of $33. Very nice. Okay, I think we were all expecting this next one. Mm-hmm. Who has number 15?
Lucy does.
But I can.
You're gonna do it, or you want me to do it?
I can do it.
All right.
You guys got it.
So this is it's interesting. So this is the Absolute Wonder Woman and Superman flip book Ashcan. One person comes to mind right now that was a little upset because they were like, "Why does Absolute Batman #2 get an Ashcan, but Wonder Woman and Superman have to like share one?"
Right.
And then when you look at sales online, it's interesting because some people don't know it's a flip book, so they think it's two different, but it is one. You get two for the price of one.
I mean, come on. Wonder Woman's always been a kind of like a tougher sale.
Really? With this new one?
Yes. I'm hoping this one's going to be good. I'm looking forward to it. I really am. But most people, if you have to go Batman or Wonder Woman, they're going to go with Batman. It's just.
But I think they could have given their their main 3 heroes could have gotten their own Ashcan each, and it wouldn't have been.
Agree.
And it wouldn't have.
So, this is
Yeah.
This is punky. I agree with you. Anything else?
Well, it's looking like this also might be a one per store for your local comic book store. So I would ask them and inquire and be like, "I hear you guys have some Ashcans."
Go in with your trench coat and your sunglasses and be like, "Hey, I heard you got that Ashcan."
How cool is it though to see these books organically gaining so much traction just off of good freaking stories? It's very neat to see this type of stuff popping up, even against the New York Comic Con competition, against all the variants that we see. Like this is neat. If you are able to track one down, again, this is one I would hold on to. And the art, I like it. It works.
Yeah, I'm very happy that DC is starting to get some love. I kind of feel like they've been the evil stepchild.
Can you tell what makes it an Ashcan? It's a size.
Yeah, it's smaller and it's less than it's not the whole comic. So usually it's like a couple pages.
Yeah, it's like I don't know how much smaller I would say. Like maybe like I don't know.
It's a little bit bigger than a quarter, but less than a half, I believe.
Yeah.
But they range because look at the Ashcan for TMNT Last Ronin. That was mega oversized, bigger than issue 1.
I would say typically with Ashcans, they're a little bit smaller than a standard comic. And obviously the rarity of them is up there too. So at number 15, we have Absolute Wonder Woman / Absolute Superman. So to be clear, this is one book. It's a flip book from 2024 NYCC. Let's see here. We tracked 24 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 100%, with a high sale of $50 for a near mint copy and a current raw price of $45. Okay.
Cool.
Well, what do we have next? Oh. Who had number 14?
Sarah?
Did I?
Yeah. Oh, wait.
I did not.
I'll take it. Daredevil number 14. This is the David Mack 2024 New York Comic Con Marvel Fanfare Panel book. And no, I did not get my hands on this either, which I'm super bummed about. As attendees waited to hear all about comic books, 2 very special surprise guests crashed the Marvel panel. We had Vincent D'Onofrio.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
That's what I said. Basically said that. I just said it slower. And Charlie Cox. Their guest appearance was kept top secret, as the panel description simply stated, joined very special surprise guests in a conversation without fear. So what ended up happening is the duo shows up, and yeah, they were talking about the Muse, Bullseye, and the Punisher debuting on March 4th. The Polybad comic featuring Muse's second appearance is replaced with David Mack's amazing work that you're seeing on the screen right now, celebrating the Born Again show. So considering that no one really knew what this panel was going to be about, it kind of made this cover pop even more. And we don't really know how many of these were distributed. I know I did not get one. But
you got to go to the panels.
I know.
I didn't have time.
Look, if I'm going to pinky swear this, if I ever get to go to New York Comic Con, I feel like it's going to be about the panels. Like Marvel, DC panels. It's just, you just got to go. It's going to be worth it. That's not right?
Yeah, I think so too. So the show would be 17 years old and up. We know that, and only 9 episodes. And we know, again, like I already said earlier, Muse, Bullseye, and Punisher will be debuting on the 4th. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, I would not have pinged this as a Mac book.
No.
No.
It does not look like his style at all.
But I wonder if they didn't give him that much time. They're like, hey, we need this in like a day. And he's like, okay, did it. And it's like, but if I had more time, I would do the whole, because if he had more time, he probably would have done all the watercolor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
More so colorful.
Yeah.
I think I like this better, though. There's something so simplistic about it that it works. It's nice. It's perfect for remarks. It's perfect for signatures. Like, I like books where there's a little bit of space. And I like that there's a skyline in his chest.
So you like the quick Mac?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Quick Mac.
I like a quick Mac better than a wet Mac. Anyway, Daredevil number 14 makes the list. We tracked 11 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 100%, with a high sale of $90 for a near mint copy and a current near mint raw going for $75. Depending on how these shows go, I could see this one continuing to go up. So read the tea leaves on that one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what do we have next? This is the one. Ugh. I thought for sure this was going to be on the top 10 list. I was like, there's no way that they're not going to have this on the list. Before, whose book with this, Jen? Before you get started, I know you wanted one. I know you did. And I feel so bad. I really do. But I got there. What?
You got it. Come on.
No, I didn't.
Wait, you said when you got there, what?
There's just a really long line, like a really long line. Go ahead. You can talk about it.
So this book is Daredevil number 14. It's John Tyler Christopher. He posted about it. Now this image doesn't do it justice, just because this image is such a tough. So it's a circular foil that starts at his nose and comes outward. So this image again doesn't do it justice. He posted a video JTC on his Instagram. Definitely worth like a look. It looks wicked awesome. And yeah, it was the one book I asked Laura. But I'm like, listen, I told you, Laura, I was like, if you can't do it, it's okay. But if you can, be really grateful. But it's okay.
I feel really, really bad.
You don't have to though, because
I got it for you.
Right?
What?
I got it for you.
You did?
I did. I waited in line forever, and because I told Anthony, I'm like, this is the only book she wants. So I went downstairs and I waited in line. I got to meet him. I didn't post the picture of me with him because I didn't want you to know. It's supposed to be kind of a surprise. So I had like a picture. I'm like, this is for my friend Jen. And he's like, cool. And then we're like taking a picture together. Yeah, I got it for you.
Did you ask him about the process?
Yeah. So originally he wanted this to be Braille. He wanted it to feel all popped up, but they wouldn't let him do it. So he's like, yeah, that would have been really cool. But yeah.
Why not?
Can he do it?
I don't know. I asked him, like, that would be badass, but they said they wouldn't let him, so he ended up doing the foil. He was really, really nice. And yeah, the image doesn't do it justice. I think this was by far, well, there's this book and one other than Bird City, of course, that I thought were really, really good. This was, I'm shocked this wasn't on the list.
Well, do you think this will be like eventually?
I don't think so, because if they were going to do it, they would have done it. Like, he asked for it already and they told him no, so.
Oh, but hang on. If it became a hashtag, make it Braille, you don't think that they would cave?
Maybe.
It would be the first time that it would be the first time there was ever a Braille cover comic book that was made to be touched.
That's what she said.
Hashtag make it Braille. Let's all start doing a hashtag.
It would have been badass. It would have been really, really cool. But yeah.
Don't you have contacts at Marvel?
Oh yeah. Hey, contact at Marvel. This is Laura speaking. I know you already told the artists no, but this is Laura. So you have
Laura.
to listen.
This is Bird City, who's had such a fire cover for Moon Knight that you guys Marvel has used that image for Moon Knight. We know what we're talking about. Make it happen.
He did not tell me the print run. When I got there was like a short box full. And the first day, because again, I was one of the few people that got there like early, but the first day it was there for a while, but then he put up a sticker that said sold out for today. And so I don't know if he had an allotment for each day and maybe it was a short box per day. I don't know. I didn't ask. Probably should have. But yeah, this cover's badass. I think $73 is 100% worth it.
Thank you.
I wasn't going to tell you. I'm so bad at keeping secrets.
I
wasn't going to say anything and just have it show up.
I got really worried because people were posting on eBay like a plethora, right? Like it looks like one dude bought like 10 or something and was just like selling them one at a time. And I was like, what?
He didn't really seem to have a limit. Do you want to see the picture?
Yes, please.
Let's see it.
Sorry, guys. I'm pulling this down just for a quick second.
Looks nice. Brett said print run was 1,000. Aw.
That's your book?
Nice.
Oh, he was really nice. Awesome. He was really cool. Yeah, and his wife was like super, super nice. I'm like, can I take a picture? And she's like, you're so cute. Go take a picture. I'm like, thanks. I think it was his wife. I'm not positive. But yeah, that's me and him.
Oh, that's awesome. We got to meet him. Oh, come on, man.
That be Braille. Surprise. Anyway.
Okay. The 28
We'll start a hashtag. Make it Braille.
Yes. Between the 3 of us and the 28, that's like 31 people. And then we'll just keep talking about it until it happens. And then when it happens, oh, yes.
I think this will come down. I think that if we're patient, it'll come down a little bit.
But not the Braille one now. That's going to be like...
Well, where do you want the Braille to be? Like around it?
No, the whole thing. So it would be
like a ripple.
And so you would, as you touched it, you could see his face.
Oh, that would be badass.
Oh, that would be badass.
If it's Braille, it's made to be touched. Like, how many comics are made to be touched? Not very many.
Hashtag touch my comic.
I mean, like with your fingers, like wait, hang on, that time sounds good.
Hashtag touch my comic. I like that. That's catchy. Anyways, we're going to keep moving because we're taking way too long on this one. Number 13, we have Daredevil. Number 14, the JTC 2024 New York Comic Con Radar is what they're calling this. We tracked 7-day growth trend of 10 copies at a 7-day growth trend of 100% with a high sale of $80 for a near mint copy and a current near mint raw price of $73. What do we have next? Ooh, this is nice.
Ooh, this is me. So we have the Storm number 1. This is the Magic the Gathering edition. If you heard it from the top 10, you guys had the Wolverine. I have the Storm. So this was handed out at the Magic the Gathering panel. This also included promo codes featuring a counter spell from Doctor Strange, or Doctor Strange is giving the counter spell, which is really cool. I love this. I'm not a big like Magic the Gathering, but this is just cool how Magic the Gathering and Marvel are kind of incorporated with each other. I think it's really cool. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, it's definitely a neat cross of the two because they have a powerhouse meeting a powerhouse. The Wolverine one I think is insanely neat. I like this one better. Huh?
Yeah. Would you guys play Magic if it's a Marvel version?
Yes.
Hold on a second. Wait, we have a special guest real quick. Hold on. Hi, Ann.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi, babe.
What's going on? Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes.
I had to retrofit my my stream real quick because I'm supposed to go live in about 15 minutes. But I have to tell you this. So Laura crushed it at the con, okay? She went around, she got all these things, and she's like, can you do me? I did this favor. Basically, Laura's favors come down to me completing them for her. She does about 90% of the work. So I had to show this.
It's true.
So she put this in my truck and she's like, can you mail that to Jen? And I'm like, so finish the job. But yeah, Jen, looks like she got
Hey, I got the book. I went and got the book. Now you just have to get the book to Jen.
I'm just saying, that's all she did. So I was like, what is it? She's like, did you get the book on the seat of your truck? And I'm like, well, yeah, what is it? She's like, can you read? And I'm like, yeah, I guess I can. So Jen, you got a JTC NYCC. She was just texting me. I'm like, I'm going to jump on their stream and call her out.
I wasn't going to tell Jen. I wanted Jen to be super disappointed that I wouldn't go and do that for her.
Okay. Hearing that it was a really tough book to get, and that I was kind of already preparing myself for it's okay. And I told you it was okay. I was like, hey, if you can't do it, it's okay. But can you try? So I greatly appreciate it because I honestly kind of thought 25% chance, just because it's so busy in New York. You guys have so much stuff going on.
I'm surprised she got the 2 copies she got. So she came up and because us, we've got so many comics. Like at shows, I don't buy a lot of books. I just don't. We're running booths. So we don't go out and hunt. And so she walked away and she grabbed stuff. It's usually for a reason. So she came back and she's like, look what I got. I'm like, great, we're going to sell the hell out of those. And then she's like, you can have one. And I'm like, okay.
Like I'm returning the other one. The other one's Jen's. I'm like, you can't touch this.
I didn't even get my change back. So yeah. But anyway, Jen, this is for you.
Thank you.
She called and texted me and said, make sure this gets put in the mail. So I thought I'd jump on and tell you she did take care of you.
I love Jen.
Thank you
She's
so
one of
much.
my best friends, so I had to.
Oh,
What about me?
I said one of my best friends.
She's my best friend.
I said one of my best friends. Oh my gosh. See, now Aunt, you're getting in trouble.
Who got you the Serenity from?
That's true. You're my best
T2?
friend. You didn't ask for what anything. If you would ask for what, I'm getting in trouble. Look what you did, Aunt. Look what you did. What?
All right, I'm gonna
I need to have
All right,
Aunt
I
on
gotta go live. I'm live in about 10 minutes, guys. If you guys want to pick up some NYCC stuff, definitely finish this stream. But I got all my NYCC books. Check
You going eBay?
the foil venoms are gonna put up.
Look at
Nice.
that.
Venom 3s, the foils when from the Donny Cates run. I
Nice.
pulled out of these at the show and I got like 2 left. These crows.
Dang.
Yep, we did sell out. We sold out of those in like 15 minutes too.
Yeah.
The Rosette.
You're gonna be on eBay live, right?
Yeah, no, this one's gonna be a whatnot. eBay we did
Whatnot,
earlier.
okay.
Yeah, eBay ran
Ooh.
for like 6 hours. They were nuts. Oh, the
Campbell.
Royal, Jace got Campbell's. Plus
Dang.
our own exclusives will be mixed in there. So if you guys are so inclined to come and join, I'll be live for like
So
2
whatnot?
Shameless
Whatnot.
plug. You see this? Shameless plug.
Right? Hey, it
Hey,
works,
he's a
right?
sponsor,
What?
right? You gotta have
What
to-
artist is this?
Oh,
Oh, Inkpot?
oh,
Jen, don't say it. Don't say it. Anybody. Laura, what artist
Is
is
it
it?
Inkpot? I thought it was Inkpot. No?
It's David Nakayama.
No.
Yes. It's
Crazy,
insane. That
right?
was insane.
That threw me off too when he said it. I'm like, that's not a Nakayama. And that's a Nakayama cover.
I would never have guessed
Right?
that. That's
Why
really
are
know
those
like these are
cities so
Nakayama.
big, though?
I don't
I mean, come
know.
on, it's a comic book.
I mean, it's like it is. Well, I know it's a big book, but
no, I mean, like, what are
I
these
don't
guys
know how
looking
to
for?
fight crime without falling over.
right? It like takes up the whole almost the whole cover. They're like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Almost like a cosplay cover than like realistic. I mean, not
Mhm.
that Witchblade's realistic.
That's really cool.
so
That's very
so
cool.
tune into. So if you guys missed, because I have people on the side, I was seeing like people were missing out on New York. There's a chance to get some stuff from New York.
Yep.
There you
Just
go.
Earth
Yeah,
Comics
yeah.
on Whatnot or eBay. We're on both.
Yes.
So Laura, here's your proof. I have it. It is at the warehouse. It's late
Thanks,
here.
baby. Thank you.
And I will get this in the mail to Jen. No more threatening text messages, please.
I love you.
I love you too. Peace.
Oh,
Anyway.
thank you so
Aw.
much.
Yeah, no problem. I love that man. Anyway, so Storm, were you finished there or is there any more to add to this?
No, that was it. That was just basically was handed out. It was a great crossover that they're doing. such big fandoms too. You know, you have X-Men, Marvel, Magic the Gathering, and it came with cards too. So very cool.
Yeah.
I thought it was Inkpot too, Mike. Okay, somebody fact check Anthony there, because that did not look like Nakayama. I thought for sure that was Inkpot, because Inkpot does, but we'll fact check
I
him.
thought it said it was Nakayama, but I could be wrong too. Maybe I was blinded by boobs.
Yeah, maybe you guys are both blinded by the boobs. You just don't know. All right, number 12. So this was our last book of the night, guys. So if hopefully you made it some point in the list here. But number 12, we have the Storm number 1 NYCC Magic the Gathering edition. We tracked 6 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 100%, with a high sale of 140 for a near mint copy and a current near mint raw price of 133. Don't go anywhere. What do we have next?
Our new comic book day picks.
New comic book day. So you guys know the drill here. You have to guess who you think picked what, and then if you get the order right by typing out the names like Laura, Sarah, Jen, Laura, Sarah, whatever, in the chat, you'll win something from Bird City, which I'll do half the work and make Anthony do the other half. So go ahead and guess, guys. Have fun.
This was a great, I was going to call it free comic book day, but new comic book day. There were a lot of covers, a lot of gorgeous covers. Holy, did you have to call Wonder Woman? Oh, gorgeous. Gorgeous.
I also like, we didn't, we only get one pick. And that's the hard part sometimes about this. Cause like that Batman full moon with the werewolf looks cool. Oh, did Igor got it.
Yet.
No, Igor got it.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Nope. Igor?
No. No.
Nope.
No.
Wait.
No. It's a mystery.
Do you not know the order, Jen? I feel like you don't know who picked what this week. No, I didn't want to be predictable. I wasn't going to be like, oh, Laura's just picking the Frizen or the hot girl. Oh, I just give it
Chris? Did Chris get it?
Yes, Chris just got it.
Yes.
That is correct. Yay! Winner, Chris. Congratulations. That is the correct order. Yeah, I do like hot girls. I love to call. I do like that stuff. I thought about it. And I do love Frizen. But actually, I'm not going to go first. Actually, I will go first since I already started talking. I'm really excited about this new series. I think I love Iron Man. He's one of my favorite Marvel characters. And I think that this is kind of a cool place to kind of jump into a new arc. So yeah, there's actually a trailer for this. While you guys are talking about one of the other ones, I'll see if I can share it. Do you guys want to watch the trailer? Or do you not care?
No, I watch a trailer. I didn't know there was a trailer.
It's
like a comic.
Trailers.
What?
I said I like those trailers.
We should do more of them.
Let me see if I can get it to pull up here. Where did I find it earlier? I don't know.
So I really thought that Laura picked the Friesen. And I thought,
I know. Threw you guys off.
I was not going to pick it, but I was torn between this one, the Scotty Young Iron Man, the Jeff DeCall, Wonder Woman. Look at that.
Hear it? Can you guys hear it?
Yeah.
Sold.
This is awesome.
Doesn't that just blow your mind?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay, anyway, just wanted to share that real quick. So that's why I picked that. You were saying, Sarah?
Yeah, so it was very hard for me to pick, especially so I picked, this is Hello Darkness number 4, the Jenny Frizen cover. I love this one. I think it's very cool. I don't know if you could tell if it's Jenny Frizen. I know Laura and I, and I'm sure
You can
Jen,
totally-
you know,
yeah.
we can spot a Frizen a mile away. But the other covers are super cool. The Jay Shaw, it's black, white, and red, super creepy. And then I think there is a Fraser Irving one that's super, it's really cool, kind of like noirish. And then there is also a black and white Boom Direct Reserve for the Jenny Frizen. I think the color one is much better. So that's why
Yeah,
I went with this
sick.
one.
Such a good series too. Hello Darkness is an anthology, guys, and it's just it's a really good series. And just to answer a question here real quick, you guys would have to know me from like the very, 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 very beginning. I know I'm really Frizen heavy lit nowadays, but when I first started reading comics, it was Iron Man and Doctor Strange for me. Those were my two that I read a lot of. So
That's
seeing
true.
a new art kind of come in kind of goes back to like knowing me the best, right?
That's true.
Suckers. Anyway, Jen, what about your pick?
So I am so excited to read Absolute Wonder Woman, and how do you say his last name? Because I keep Dan
I don't know. How do
Panazian.
you- Let's go with the second one. The second one sounded better.
He is just
Panosian.
like he caught my attention. That Dick Tracy that he did, I believe he did, and then from then I'm like, man, I know he's been around, but like lately I'm like, what? He also is doing 3 covers for Midtown. He did a Batman. He's Wonder Woman, and then also Superman one that are connecting. So I look forward to reading about it. I'm also super excited from New York. It got dropped that there's going to be like an Absolute Flash and Martian Manhunter. Who else am I missing? Oh, Green Lantern. So there's going to be even more stories coming out. But like from what I've heard, this Wonder Woman one might be better than Batman.
Look at this though.
Look at that.
I mean,
come on.
She has so many, like, this one's really, but even Jim Lee was pretty cool.
Can I change my pick?
You want to do the call?
I want to do this one. Yeah, this is
the one I didn't like was the Scotty Young of this one. I did not like one.
I didn't see the Wonder Woman Scotty Young.
Let me look it up. Hold on.
It's just
now I'm
not
curious.
But I'm just so excited to read it, and I got to see this one in hand today, and I was like, oh,
this?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Eh.
See, I mean, I love Scotty Young. The Superman is amazing.
$30
Batman is amazing, but this one.
Would you rather for this one see his other style?
His like the more like a Middle West type look at
like the like Deadpool and the
like the more sketchy kind of horror-ish.
I don't know if he's ever done that with he did Gamora that way. Yeah, maybe. I think it would be a lot better than kind of jokey, if that. Oh, I mean,
but if you're doing 3, right? If he did a jokey one for the other 2, it's like it's kind of hard just to like change it up on one. But yeah, I like his other style too. I feel like it doesn't get enough attention.
Yeah, well, I think people are just used to that. The baby.
I like Igor. I like the Jim Lee one too.
Oh shit! Did I already take down the slides?
Wait, there's another slide left.
I know. I didn't mean to take them down. I didn't realize I did.
It's okay. I missed you guys.
I'm excited. I miss you guys too. Welcome back, the both of you. Lucy and I held it down last Tuesday. Lots of fun. You should all check it out if you haven't in the rewind. Follow these lovely ladies.
Yeah, we are lovely ladies, huh? There we go. Yeah. Okay, so now this is new releases, right? Or that's just something we're looking forward to, I guess we say. Go ahead.
Yeah, so this comes out tomorrow. So these are the top, as of right now, because when you go to Covrprice and you go to new releases, you can go to the toggle feature and do raw, high to low. Now, granted, the majority of these are 1 in 100, so you get the Jim Lee black and white 1 in 100 for Wonder Woman. You get the 1 in 100 for Iron Man. It's and then the 2 on the top right are both metals. So it's Space Ghost number 5 and Johnny Quest number 2, but they're both metal covers. And then below that, it's the Spider Boy number 12 with the Spider Girl on it. That's the 1 in 100. And then you have the plain Nakayama. So it's this Nakayama Harley Quinn number 44 should just be like cover price, but someone did a $60 9.8 pre-sale. So these are just the top 6 highest for tomorrow as of right now. It'll change
again, but I don't like the way I had it.
Okay. So like with those 6, we ask like, which do you think will make one of the list next week? But I will preface it this way. Wait, I will preface it this way. If not these 1 in 100s, out of these books, these 6, which do you think within that realm of like all the Wonder Womans, all the Iron Mans, all the Spider Boys, Harley Quinn, like which do you think you think she'll be on the next top one of the top shows?
I think that with all the hype of what you're seeing with Absolute Batman happening, it's only a matter of time. Not to mention that this is an insanely badass Jim Lee cover. I usually like Michael Cho. That cover does nothing for me. It doesn't do anything for me. And Nakayama, again, it's cool, but not something that I'm going to go hunt for. Ghost Machine, I haven't really read, so I can't say anything about that. And
Ghost.
What it was, Space Ghost.
Space Ghost and Jenny Quest are both the Dynamite ones. I heard good things.
I haven't read either of those. Yeah, Absolute Batman, though, I have been reading and it's badass. So I'm really excited for Absolute Wonder Woman. That would be my vote.
So you're gonna pick Wonder Woman over Iron Man for next week's list?
Yes.
Okay. I kind of agree.
I know you're like making it sound like you don't agree. You're like,
right? It's like you're wrong.
No, I do. There are too many awesome covers, and from what I hear, again, I look forward to reading it tomorrow. But I hear that it's better than Batman. So,
who's the writer on it?
Oh, that's a good question. Because I mean,
I heard that it's more fantasy based.
Who's the Jim Lee and foil looks great. I didn't know there was a Jim Lee foil of this.
Kelly Thompson.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. Well done. That is a fantastic pick. Whoever picked her as a writer, it's going to be a phenomenal series.
Yeah, I mean that I did not know that. You would think that would be something that we had talked about here, but we haven't. But she did the book that didn't sell very well, but I actually liked it. What was it called, Jed? It was I think the Goonies, but girls. The Call. She did The Call. And I really liked that story. And it just didn't do well for whatever reason. But
she did.
She's won an Eisner.
Yeah.
Hawkeye. Didn't she do female Hawkeye?
Yeah, she did Birds of Prey. I know she did some Black Widow. I think she did Hawkeye. I think you're right. I'm not positive though.
Because I remember I loved it. And then I was just like, I have to read everything Kelly Thompson wrote.
Well, we talked about her before.
I think we covered her a long time ago when we were doing like creators and whatnot.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. Those are our predictions. So if you guys are thinking about picking anything up, there you go. That's what we would recommend. I think that's it for us tonight. What do you guys think?
Yay!
Yeah.
That was a pretty quick, easy show. Make sure you're following Covrprice. There's the code Nirvana14 for 30 days unlimited membership for 99 cents and Bird City Comics. Also, guys, do me a favor. Let me know after the show ends. Just leave a comment. Did you guys like it better with us having like actual slides up versus how we did it before? Let me know.
Oh, share screen or slides.
I think the share screen was kind of a pain in the ass because my end was kind of slow, and so I like this a lot better. And Brit's just so good at doing them anyways that we might as well have her just do them all the time.
She's amazing.
She is, and so is your hair, by the way. I didn't get the chance to say that, but I like it.
It's purple.
Yeah, perfect for the holiday. Okay, let's call it, girls. Sarah, last words.
thank you for coming in. Thank you for joining. Thank you for participating. Check out the rest of our content that we have. We have other shows happening Thursday, Friday. Lucy does a fantastic show called The Witching Hour, talks about spooky, scary stuff, perfect for the scary season. We have then the guys from Team Nerd Herd dominating Saturday and Monday, and then you come back to us on Tuesday. So come back, see what else is on, what's new on the list, what's old on the list, and follow these lovely ladies and Lucy too at Mama Comics.
Well said. Jen, last words.
In the comments after the show, I'm curious, from the 3 that got released at New York Comic Con that they're gonna do Absolute Green Lantern, Flash, and Martian Manhunter. Which of those 3 are you most excited for? Covers or reading? I'm just curious. But yeah, tomorrow, it looks stacked tomorrow for how many comics are coming out. Lots of reading ahead of us.
Yeah.
Ugh, I need to catch up on shipping. Igor, and what I like about the runners up list is sometimes it's kind of like a nice little insight on what you might see. Like that ash can, there's potential there for that to show up on a top 10 list with both the ash cans, actually, I think could be something. So it's kind of neat to kind of see where the market's heading, and maybe it's heading in the right direction. You never know. Okay. With all of them said, what they all said, whatever. Have a good night, guys. You can tell I'm tired, huh?
Right?